Most of the time when we are making popcorn stitches, we would have the stitches the same color as the background. But here we are looking at how you do it when the popcorn is a different color from the background, and here I have also changed the color on every row. Popcorn stitches look like that. From the top you have 5 double crochets using the American term, trebles in British crochet terms, and then you pull it together. So let's see how we do this. I mentioned on my video last week in Gran Canaria that I would be in Ireland this week, and I am. And I'm just filming a couple of seconds out here because it's been raining all day. I was waiting for it to stop, but it's not going to. I should have filmed on the first couple of days that I was here because it was a good weather then. You need a few yarns that are the same weight and a hook that goes with it. My hook here is 3mm, and these are fingering weight yarns, but obviously you can do this in any yarn. I'm going to do this base color as the yellow mustardy color, and I have already started. So you can start making those popcorns basically anywhere. In this one I have 1 row of double crochets before starting, and here I have 2. I crocheted a few stitches in the beginning of this row where I'm going to make the popcorns, and here I have the yarn I'm going to use for them, and I'll do 1 more stitch here so that I get changing the yarn at the right spot. For starting the popcorn color, leave the last double crochet unfinished, and here's my yarn, so take the new color and pull through these like we would normally do with any color changes. Now drop that base color, the yellow one, here at the back, and we start working with that pink one. And what we do is 5 double crochets in the next stitch. Just normal double crochets, and 5 of them. You could do just 4 or you could do 6. I would normally do 5. Was this 5 now? No, only 4. There. Then pull the stitch slightly because you have to take the hook off, and insert the hook in the first of your colored stitches, and then the hook back into the stitch and pull it straight through. Now some people would take a yarn over here. For now I won't. And then tighten it a little bit, the back color. Now what we need to do is to crochet to where we are going to do the next popcorn. So I'm starting to crochet using the base color again, but I need to check that this here colored yarn is inside each of the stitches so it won't be showing. So like this here, I'm crocheting the double crochet, but this here pink yarn is inside my stitch. And then continue. Now I will make 7 stitches in between. In that other sample I have 5. If you are going to do them in such a way that they are not in straight rows but alternate like that there, then it's best to have an odd number in between so you can easily get it in the middle of the previous ones. In this one I have 5, but this yarn is thinner, so that's why I'm going to do the 7. So I have 3 now, 4, 5, 6, and the 7th, the last one, again not finishing it off. So just at this stage, and now I'm putting this yellow yarn at the back and going back to my pink yarn. And when you look at it, it's inside the stitches. Now it depends of course on your colors, and I have this bright light shining here, so that's one reason why it actually shows. So I'm crocheting with that one now, and you need to check now that it's the right, that it's not too tight or too loose. And then the same 5 double crochets in the next stitch. here we are again, lifting that a bit up and inserting the hook there, hook back into that loop and pulling through. So now we had a second one done. And then again, take the other yarn and leave this pink one inside the stitches. And because I'm going to do the next row in different color, then I'll run this inside the stitches until the end and then cut it. So just finishing this row. I'm not making any more popcorns on this for this sample on this row here, and then pulling it there. And actually in this now it's inside them so much that I'm actually just cutting it here. Then we need one row in between. I'm doing this edge so that it stays straight. I'm linking a video about that in the description, not talking about it at the moment. So you start doing double crochets, or you could also do some other stitches here depending on what you want in between, but you need to have one stitch in each stitch. I'll go in here. And now that we are coming close to our popcorn, it's very important that we don't either decrease or increase by accident. So, okay, stitch there. And then one stitch in this here, first pink one. And I like to insert the hook under this here yarn that jumps from that side of the popcorn to that side. So first the hook under this here yarn and then into the stitch. And then just continue until the next one. Now I'm at the next one, and here the same thing. First into that first pink stitch and then inserting under that yarn and into the stitch. And I'm actually putting this yarn here now inside these stitches, but that is completely optional. Trying to keep it on this wrong side so it doesn't show too much. So finishing off this row. Again doing the border the way I would do it. Okay, so now we have two popcorns there, and for this sample I'll now do one here and then here, and again have 7 stitches in between. On the next row now, this one is above the popcorn, and then the next one goes into the 4th after this one. So 1, 2, and the 3rd one before the popcorn again. Don't finish it off. And now the other color is here, teal color, and then leave that base color at the back there, and 5 double crochets again. And I'll tighten this a bit before finishing it off, so pulling that a bit higher, inserting the hook to the start of it in there, and making, did I get all the yarn? Yeah, making it there. So that's one again. And then this yarn now goes inside the yellow yarn. So we continue like that there. And then do 6. And then the 7th one is already with the new color. or is finished with the new color. So here, and I do this color, and then just a popcorn here exactly the same way, and then finishing off the rest of the row. And then on the next row, important to remember to take both that stitch and this here one, so you don't increase or decrease. So here are our colorful samples. Tell me in the comments what first comes to your mind what you could use this for. And you can also watch this here video if you prefer bobble stitches to popcorn stitches. They are very similar but crocheted in a different way. Till next time!